Hello, dear friends. This one is about paper. When I post the video about Chinese painting, offering Chinese calligraphy class, I got quite some reply from people and a very good recommendation. One thing is about paper. One friend said that you should let people know what paper we use, what is the best paper to use. Okay, this one is dedicated about paper. For doing exercise, you do not need to choose paper. I use old newspaper to do exercise, and depending on the size of the character you want to write, you fold the paper. So for example, this one I fold like this and open it up. Here each one has a big square I can write, and for this size I can write a large size. Each one is a square. 人 大, so that you know each time it is the size is the same. And this is what I grown up with. From 5 years old, I do exercise every day. My homework, 5 years old. My parents asked me, forced me to do, yes, ordered me, commanded me to do 1 page of newspaper. When I finish it, I can play. If I do not finish it, I cannot play. I'm sorry. Yes. Okay. Old newspaper, you can use some sketch paper. One side used, the other side you can use, or even paint on top of the old writing or things. Yes. And also I sell this magic paper. I can write now 人 with water, only with water. Yes. If you put ink, you cannot wash it away. When it's getting dried, 人 mean people. Yes. Just do some stroke exercise. 大 小. I am standing, so I suspend the brush, my hand. If I do this way, put my hand here to rest a little bit, more comfortable. 人 水 That's a beautiful one. So some is getting dried. When it is getting dried, you can use it, reuse it many times. I highly recommend this paper, not for business profit, for the sake of our earth. You do not need to use a lot of paper. You do not waste paper. You can reuse it many times. This is the best thing about it. Or you can use this paper. Have you seen this in public restroom or in gas station like this? And to make it easy to cut, I cut it like this. You do not need a sharp fish knife like this one. Any knife will do. Yes. When I have class of 20 people, this is more efficient than tearing each piece. And then this come out, this beautiful paper, I can do my calligraphy exercise. And this one has very similar texture of rice paper. Not exactly the same, but very similar. It has a very rough surface and it absorbs the water. The rough surface give you the tooth of the paper. If you do Western painting or calligraphy, Western painting, Western calligraphy or watercolor, when you choose paper, you know you try to choose the paper who has tooth, right? The paper which has tooth. This paper definitely have tooth. If I say it has tiger's tooth, ganin. This is really very rough surface, and it struggles, it fights with your brush stroke. You really feel good, the strength in your hand stroke. And after that, when you are ready to do some good piece of work, use the real rice paper. I have this rice paper, the best Xuan paper. Why do we call it best Xuan paper? It is just a name. In Chinese, it's actually Jia Xuan. It is 1.5 thickness of a single Xuan. So it is not double Xuan. Double Xuan is 2 times the thickness of a single Xuan, single layer of paper. It is 1.5 layer of paper. So it is not too thick, and the paper does not go too much. And comparing with a single Xuan, it is thicker. So it is the best confidence to absorb the paper and to show the lightness of your color. It's just the best quality and best choice for, particularly for calligraphy. And I have some textured Xuan paper. This one is floral textured Xuan paper, and I have gold and silver Xuan paper. So when you finish exercise, when you want to make a beautiful piece of work, use the good Xuan paper. So this one is about papers. At the end of it, or in short, do exercise, use cheap paper, use waste paper. You give your paper, waste paper, another life. This is the best thing. And you exercise, you have more freedom, you do not care about the price, and it's not a treasure thing, it's a waste paper. So you have much more freedom in your stroke. Thank you. Hope my explanation makes sense. Thank you very much. Bye bye, my friend. Bye bye. I am exercising now.